Hello again. This will be a solve on David Pitcher's Hexcopter-12. This puzzle is extremely similar to the Ready Cube. Every single piece on the Hexcopter-12, or at least that moves around rather, is equivalent to all the edges on the Ready Cube. So you can consider this a corner, and then all of these are the edges. So the only algorithm I use is a down, down, up, up, or some sort of version like that. You know, sometimes, just let me get this back. That's the only algorithm I use. Or I could use, you know, a different variation. Like I could do this. I could go like that to swap those around. Just any sort of variation of the classic down, down, up, up algorithm. The only new thing that this puzzle presents, as opposed to the Ready Cube, is that this does bandage, but getting through the bandaging is extremely easy. It's very easy to see what needs to go where. And the good thing about this puzzle is that none of the pieces, you don't have to worry about orientation. So if a piece is in its correct spots, then it will always be solved. It can't be flipped. That's just the nature of these types of puzzles. So let's go ahead and scramble it. Now, when it bandages, you can see I made a turn, so I can now do this turn, but I can't turn this face or this face. So to get a good scramble, you want to do non-jumbling moves first. So just those down, down, up, up moves. And just kind of do them everywhere to get it fully scrambled. You want to make sure that these wedges that are on top, you want to make sure some of them come down here and some of them down here come up here. So since there aren't really any algorithms that I use, I don't think there's really any need to put the algorithms in the description since there really aren't any. I will put David Pitcher's channel in the description. I will link that. Sometimes it feels like the scramble takes just as long as the solve. You want to move pieces as far away from their solved position as possible. think that'll do for now. I say as I immediately solve that one. Okay, so once you're happy with your scramble, then you can go ahead and start doing the jumbling moves, which is basically just any random move you can think of. Don't worry about doing the down, down, up, up. And very quickly, you'll see you get blocked. It doesn't take long to get fully bandaged. Right, so I think I'm about there. Okay. So now let's go ahead and solve it. So again, the first thing to do is just to make all of these, I guess, centers flush with each other. Or you could just look at, the top face. It's like, just have to get the green up. So you just find what can move and just turn it up. And if you turn one face up and unbandage everything, that automatically unlocks a bunch of moves that you can do. So again, getting through the bandaging really isn't tough at all. Let's see. See, this is blocked. It's just blocked by this one. So if I move that, I can now move this. Okay. Yeah, and we're all fixed. So next thing we do, well, you can go about doing this any way you want. You can solve like the bottom half or the middle half. I like to do, alright, I'll go ahead and just solve the bottom half. So I see this green, purple, and green, or green, purple, and white edge goes right there. See. This dark red, orange, and green goes right here. See if I can turn it. I should be able to. There it goes. Okay, so I'll have to start moving things around. So you see this pink, green, orange goes all the way over here. Let's move this pink, green, and white one. Start shuffling it over. Okay, pink, green, and whites goes right here. Goes right there. So I can just do that and undo that setup move. Green, yellow, and maroon right there. And then just a few more in the bottom layer. So let's just move this over. Goes down right here. And then the final one right over here. Okay, just like that. So now I kind of solved the middle layer and the top layer at the same time, because if I solve the middle layer and I'd be just left with the top layer, well, I guess I could do that as well. That'd actually be better, come to think of it, because then the top layer you could just do down, down, up, up, and you wouldn't have to do like down and then like a bottom layer move. So if you solve the middle layer and are just left with the top layer, all of your moves at that point would be on the top layer. So just make it a little bit less confusing. So let's get the middle layer solved. See, this yellow one can come over here. Just slide it into place. This white one. Okay. So let's just start shuffling things around, since there are all the pieces are pretty much on the complete opposite side of the puzzle from where they need to be. Maroon goes right there. Just like that. Let's get this purple over. Be careful you don't accidentally unsolve something you solved. If it's in the middle layer, I'm kind of ignoring the top layer. I'm about to bump this one out of the way, but at this point, I don't really care. But if you want to be as efficient as possible, you'd want to avoid all of the solved pieces at all costs. But for now, I don't really care. But what I could do is actually I could put this one in its place and do that. So at the end of the day, I didn't mess up the solved one. So now the final middle layer piece, the orange one. Okay, so now I just have the top layer, and again, you're not going to run into any parity, so that's good. You can get this orange and maroon run right there. Let's see. The orange and pink goes right there. So let's also get this one in play. Okay, and then undo those moves. We have these three left. Let's see, this one goes right here. So I can start off with this move. And it's solved. It's a very simple puzzle. It's really not any harder than a ready cube, so if you can solve a ready cube, you can solve this. So anyways, thank you for watching.